to be.
Now, they can do that by going to steven-seidel.com?
Correct, yeah. Basically what that is, that's the best way. Well, not the best way. You've given all the best ways to get a hold of me, either Twitter or my Facebook or the website, steven-seidel.com. But again, on there is my email address and everything, so it's real easy to just make contact with me that way and get something set up.
Now, another thing that I thought about just now is because my family they don't care about exercise and eating right. I don't know if they don't care, they just don't attempt to try when I'm trying to do it. How do you find a buddy to work out with? I mean, is that something that, like, if we went on your website and said, I need somebody to be my buddy, can you set something up like that?
With someone else?
Yeah.
That's
like somebody that's in my area, and that is working out at a certain location, and, you guys can go do it together.
Yeah, it's almost like Match.com for workout partners,
isn't it? Right. Nice. That would be great.
God, I've never even thought of that. Damn, that's brilliant. I'm going to have to add that.
Excellent.
Until I get that figured out and up and running, one of my suggestions would be, if you do belong to a gym, one of the easiest ways to sort of fall into a community is to join some of the group exercise classes.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like if we got you going to a place that had a warm pool and those deep water classes or that chair yoga or something that you can do, you start going to those group exercise classes and you start seeing familiar faces, and then you come back and people start saying, oh, it's good to see you. And then when you miss a couple and come back again, they go, hey, we missed you while you were gone. And then from there you can say, hey, why don't we get together outside of here sometime and go for a walk around the block or whatever it is. But, yeah, if you don't have that kind of supportive network of people that would encourage and go do activities with you, I think that's one of the easiest ways to sort of get that established.
Yeah, because there's nobody around my area that I'm aware of, that would like to do something with me. And the hardest part of somebody starting to change their lifestyle and do more exercise is to actually put that foot out the door, get in the car, and go to where you need to go to do that. Or to get out of bed in the morning, even if you're doing it at home. It's always tomorrow, or later.
That is the hardest part of your workout right there, getting to it.
Right.
I always tell people, if you can just get out the door, if you can just get there, on those days where you're like, I cannot do this, go to the gym and tell yourself you'll commit to 5 minutes. Because I guarantee you, 99% of the time, when you go there with the intention to do 5 minutes, you end up doing 30.
Right.
It's just, it's that mental barrier of, I just don't want to do it. I did the Chicago Marathon, 2 weeks ago, I guess now, and as I was ramping up for that, as I was going through the training, there were so many Saturday mornings where I was like, I do not want to go run my miles today. And I literally told myself, you just go run 2 miles. Just go at least do 2. And then next thing I know, I was like, I've got this. I'll go ahead and do what I'm supposed to do. So it is. You have to get past that little hurdle of not wanting to do it. Once you commit to 5 minutes, you're in. You're already there. You're already moving. You're already starting to feel better, and then you just do it. So,
yeah. That's the part that I have to work on is my mind and tell it what it needs to know and what it needs to do, not the subconscious or the bad devil on the other shoulder telling me, no, you don't want to get out of this bed. It's nice and comfortable. You want to sleep, and it's cold outside.
Right. I was going to say, especially since our weather here has dropped so drastically over the past week.
Right. Most definitely. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us today. It was a lot of fun, very interesting, very informative, and you did help me think about things that I could do, and I really appreciate that. And I know you probably helped David, too, right, David?
Yes, you did, very much. Could you move across the hall from me?
Absolutely. I was going to ask where in New York you were. I've been to upstate New York once or twice, but I'm not too familiar with that area. But sure, I can probably manage to go back there somehow.
No, David, he's not going anywhere. I finally found somebody in Chicago. I'm not letting him go.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Stephen. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you guys. I had a lot of fun. I hope I answered some questions.
Oh, you definitely did. You definitely did. And it wasn't as bad as thing as you thought it was going to be, was it?
I'm no longer nervous now. You guys were gentle and nice, so I appreciate it.
Oh, good. Now you're ready for all of them, so I'll let Al know.
Right, exactly.
More interviews for Stephen.
Exactly.
There's a wealth of people out there that you can help. So, and once you start up that matchexercise.com thing, I get 50%. So.
I'm telling you, you're getting a cut on that. That sounds like a winning proposition to me.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Keep warm. Eat well.
Thank you. You guys do the same. Have a good night.
You too.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, when are you starting, David?
Let me see. What time is it? 7:51. Hey, I have a gym just about a couple doors down from me that I haven't been to. I went to a couple times before I left on vacation, and I haven't returned since. So, and the other reason is, I don't know. I don't have another reason. How about that one?
Yeah.
I'm not going to make any other excuses.
I like your honesty.
I'm being honest on the air.
Yep. And then you're honest with yourself, so, that helps. So,
I have to try.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go online and look to see if I can find any of those classes that Stephen was speaking about, the warm water classes or the yoga, the chair yoga. I never heard of chair yoga, but that sounds
chair
interesting.
Yoga is good. You can get a tape.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do it at work.
Oh. Well, why didn't you tell me about that before?
No, you were having so much fun.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Excuses.
Yeah. I wanted to tell you that, but I didn't want to intrude on anything. But
I didn't mean during the interview. I meant before.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're supposed to tell me everything, remember?
I am. You're like my go-to woman.
Oh, my gosh. Well, we have fun doing it anyhow, so that's a good thing. I also want to let our listeners know that tomorrow we have an interview with David Harrell, and I hope I'm saying his name correctly, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And he has a one-man show that he's doing right now. The Peanuts. What is it called, David? I have to look real quick now because I've got my mindset on exercising. You see that?
Yeah, let me think.
Here it is. A little potato and hard to peel.
Yeah.
And there's a story behind that. So it's a universal story. It deals with, disabilities and overcoming disabilities and circumstances. And it should be a very, very interesting interview. And he's got tickets on sale for his show at the All for One Theater Festival. And he has some shows coming up on Friday the 25th, and I believe Sunday the 27th. Friday's at 7 p.m. Eastern, and Sunday is at 4 p.m. Eastern. And I think there's a few more, but if you go to that website, you'll be able to purchase tickets and learn more about it. There's a video and information that I put on our website at take2radio.com, and it's on the home page. Check it out. It's very inspirational, and I think you'd have a good time seeing him do his show. But he'll join us at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Take2Radio, and that's with the number 2. Follow us on Blog Talk. They'll send you an email each and every time that we have a show scheduled. Follow David and Sabina, my other co-host, on Twitter at Take2Radio Crew. And why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Not sure, but David, I know you wanted to say something to somebody.
Yes, I did. I would like to recognize some local viewers. First, there is my friend Shirley, who has started listening in, and she's like working a couple doors down from me. I want to say thank you to Shirley for being a listener. And I also want to thank her mother, Lee Minio, for wanting to listen to, and thank Shirley for getting her into that.
Yay.
So thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Lee. We appreciate your patronage.
Exactly. Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it, and we hope that you enjoy what you're listening to. And anytime you'd like to call in, you're more than welcome. Our phone number is 1-718-506-1540, and you press the number 1. I know a lot of people are afraid to call in. They're too shy. They don't know what to ask. They feel like they're going to ask a dumb question, but there are no dumb questions. You know, you just need to reach out and ask whatever you want to ask, or even just call in to say hello. We appreciate that. Let us know that you're here. Right?
Exactly.
So thank you, David, for joining me again tonight, and we'll be together again tomorrow. And everybody enjoy the rest of their evening. Stay warm if you're in a cold area. If you're in a warm area, send it this way. We appreciate it. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, everyone.